Japan 1984, a nation on the brink of an economic boom, where tradition and modernity coexist in a delicate balance. But beneath the surface of this calm, a sinister enigma was unfolding. A criminal entity calling itself the Monster of 21 Faces plunged Japan into a chilling mystery. For nearly 2 years, the nation watched helplessly as corporation, police, and even the public became pawns in a bizarre and terrifying game. This is the story of one of Japan's most baffling unsolved cases. The terror began in March 1984 when Katsushima Ezaki, the president of the candy company Ezaki Glico, was abducted from his home in Osaka. Armed men broke into his house, tied up his mother, and forced Ezaki into a car. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of 1 billion yen and 100 kilograms of gold bars. Miraculously, Ezaki managed to escape 3 days later. But the nightmare was far from over. Shortly after his escape, an unidentified group began a campaign of harassment against Glico. Factories were set on fire, and poison-laced threats were sent, claiming that Glico products had been contaminated with cyanide. Supermarkets pulled the company's candies from their shelves, resulting in massive financial losses. The group responsible? They called themselves the Monster of the 21 Faces, referencing a villain from the popular mystery writer Edogawa Rampo's novels. What followed was a chilling series of events that captivated Japan. The Monster of the 21 Faces began sending letters to the media, the police, and the corporations they targeted. Written in a mocking and playful tone, the letters taunted the authorities, criticized their inability to catch them, and described their criminal acts with eerie precision. One letter read, "Dear dumb officers, don't tell a lie. All crimes began with a lie. As we say in Japan. Don't you know that? Hehehehe." The group didn't stop with Glico. They turned their sights on other food companies, including Morinaga and House Foods, issuing similar threats about poisoning their products. In one shocking move, they even left cyanide-laced candies in public spaces with warning labels that read, "Danger, contains poison." Though no deaths were reported, the psychological impact was devastating. The police launched a massive manhunt, pouring resources into the case and following hundreds of leads. Surveillance footage captured a mysterious suspect dubbed the Fox-Eyed Man near a ransom drop site, but he was never identified. The Monster of the 21 Faces seemed to be everywhere and nowhere, always staying one step ahead. As the months dragged on, public fear and frustration grew. The relentless harassment combined with the group's public taunting of the police became a national embarrassment. Businesses suffered heavy losses, and public trust in law enforcement eroded. The case became a media sensation, with every twist and turn a splash across the front pages. The group's final insult came in 1985, when the superintendent of Shiga Prefectural Police, Yamamoto Kyushi, took his own life by self-immolation. In his suicide note, he expressed his shame at failing to catch the Monster of 21 Faces. The group Ever Callous responded with a letter. "Yamamoto of Shiga Prefecture Police has died. How stupid of him. We've got no friends or secret hiding place in Shiga. It's Yoshino or Shikata who should have died. What have they been doing for as long as 1 year and 5 months? Don't let bad guys like us get away with it. There are many more fools who want to copy us." In August 1985, The monster of the 21 faces abruptly announced their retirement. We are bad guys. That means we've got more to do other than bullying companies. It's fun to lead a bad man's life. After this final letter, the group disappeared as mysteriously as they had been appeared. Despite years of investigation, hundreds of suspects, and countless resources poured into the case, the police never identified the members of the Monster of the 21 Faces. The true identity or identities of the group, their motivations, and why they stopped remain unknown to this day. The case left an indelible mark on Japan. It exposed vulnerabilities in corporate and public safety and showcased how fear could be weaponized in unprecedented ways. To this day, it remains one of the country's greatest unsolved mysteries. The monster of 21 Faces was more than just a criminal entity. It was a specter that haunted Japan for 2 years, a puzzle that continues to defy explanation. Their words, their actions, and their motives remain shrouded in mystery. Were they a criminal mastermind, a group of disgruntled individuals, or something even more sinister? The truth may never be known, but the shadow of their crimes still lingers over the highway of the sun and beyond. The tale of the monster of 21 faces is a chilling reminder of how anonymity can amplify terror, and how sometimes the most unsettling crimes are the ones that leave us no answers.